are starting soon indeed, guys.
Is that the starting soon screen?
Wait, we're not live, are we? We are live, I think. Yeah, we are live. Hello to all of you guys. Hope you're doing well. And we have got another tournament for you guys on today. It is at 7:30 or 7:30 p.m. And we have got a 1v1 tournament for all of you guys. Make sure you guys are getting into that. And we are looking forward to it very much. I believe, Krill, you have a few special guests that are joining today, potentially. Is that true?
I do, potentially. Welcome back, everyone, to another Showdown Esports qualifier, first and foremostly. Yes, I believe Flow will be returning, last week's winner, and potentially RRX. You know, a bit more competition for Storm.
Well, of course, we did see Storm get second place in every qualifier so far. It's so upsetting to see. Obviously, he's through anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, it's not like the main event. But the main event is in January, by the way, where there is prizes up for grabs, quite literally, as we are looking forward to that. Everyone who does qualify in these tournaments will, of course, have a chance. The top performers in that grand final tournament will obviously get the prizes, but everyone who is placing well in these qualifier tournaments will, of course, be invited to that main event in January. We're looking forward to it, though, aren't we?
Very much so. And, you know, a big shout out to NT Esports and Corsair for sponsoring us and sponsoring our prizes for this tournament. And we're looking forward. You know, we've got a solid lineup here of qualified teams we're looking at. We've got, so far, Kizzy, Storm, Orkin, Assassin, Kuro, Flow and Turtles have all qualified, which is a very, very stacked final so far. And from today, we will have 4 players qualifying, moving on to our final playoffs.
I can't wait for it, honestly. So it's 8 out of 16 have qualified so far. There's 4, I repeat, 4 qualifier spots that are open for you guys to get into today. Make sure you are joining the tournament. It is called Showdown Live. In case you're not sure how to join the tournaments, obviously we will show you in game. And obviously it is an in-game tournament, so there's no username or password. It's simply just a username, and it is called Showdown Live, all in capitals. But I do repeat again that there is 4 qualifier spots, so anyone who has already qualified already, you don't need to worry. You're mainly just playing this for practice. But obviously, if you guys don't know how to get into these tournaments, you just do go into game. You do go to tournaments. You do go to custom. And you do go to find the tournament on your screen. And you do go to 1 versus 1. And you do go to Showdown Live. It is at 7:30 p.m. GMT. Or if you are in Europe, it is at 8:30 p.m. So make sure you guys are getting into there. We've got a few people already. I can't wait for it. But the question is, how many people do you think is going to get in this tournament, Krill?
I think a fair few. I think, you know, I'm hoping to see a solid turnout for today. You know,
yeah,
it's one of the last big qualifiers we're doing, so it's really a big opportunity for people to go ahead and get in the tournament.
Of course, I believe we got up to about 30 people in the tournaments recently, even 40 people.
Yes.
So there's a lot of competition in this tournament. We sometimes have days where it's not as many people, but in these last couple of qualifiers, I am very much estimating that we're going to have a fair few people join this tournament. So make sure, no matter what rank you are, guys, you get in here, you have a bit of you just try your best, show us what you got, and who knows, you might get invited.
Exactly. You might get invited. And, you know, we want to say a shout out to everyone in the chat. Kizzy, hi, how's it going? Swingling, claiming he's going to win this one, GG.
Ooh.
Big claims. We have Certs TTV. Watch out for the nonchalant GC2. Trust.
I will say, guys, make sure to share about as many people as you can, because even if you've qualified already, there's 4 spots up for grabs. So if you're good, if you invite your friend can play as well. So literally 4 spots here. It's not just one. So invite your friends, invite your family, invite your dog even. I don't know. Just invite everyone, because we got a lot of spots up for grabs, and we got plenty more matches, especially if you want to be commentated and be on the main stage. I personally would want to be. So this is a very big opportunity for you.
Yes, 100%. Kizzy is claiming to watch out for him as he is the Kizzy Meister.
I mean, he has obviously qualified already. I think he's mainly playing for practice today, but we did see a very good defensive masterclass from him in the last few tournaments. I mean, even Orkan, who I believe did win the tournament a couple of weeks ago, I think.
He did, yes, he did.
And yeah, Kizzy, despite obviously losing, he showed an insane amount of saves and even caught Orkan lacking a few times, I would say.
He did 100%, 100%. And you know, that's it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how that matchup replays itself in the finals, you know, after Christmas, you know, because he's going to have some time to go away and train over Christmas. You know, there will be a little bit of a break. We'll see what he can do.
Yeah. From what I know, I would say that in one of the grand finals recently, or semi-finals, which was Kizzy versus Orkan, there's actually quite a rank differential between the two. But I would say in these tournaments, rank doesn't always matter. At the end of the day, if one player makes a mistake, the other person capitalizes. Anything can happen, and it really comes down to the day.
Yeah, 100%. You know, your rank only gets you into the game. You know, once you're in the game, it's about who performs better on the day. And you know, there have been some upsets, and
yes, indeed, there's been a fair few upsets, but also a fair few masterclasses as well. Of course,
100%.
Storm, obviously, he's looking for his first win today. We've got a few debuists on today as well, so we are welcoming a fair few new people. I'm looking forward to them. But of course, if you guys do not know how to join the tournament, make sure you do let us know in the chat. Or of course, you can let us know on the Discord as well. But we are just about to show you on the screen as well how to join once again. So you do just go in to play. You do go to tournament. Any rank can join, by the way. You do go to custom. You do go to find a tournament. So you click that, and then you do go to 1 versus 1, and you will see Showdown Live. I believe the tournament is starting in about 5 or 6 minutes, and I've just been told that Storm is not competing tonight.
Oh,
he is qualified already, so I understand his sort of mindset in that, but there is going to be a lot more spaces up for grabs now, guys, because if you did not know, Storm has been a regular second place contender in these qualifier tournaments.
yes. And you gotta ask yourself, looking at the situation now, is that constant second place? Is that a mental thing? Is that taking a toll for him not coming back?
It's a second place curse, I think. It happens for some people, but it doesn't really matter so far. He's still qualified. It's not like only the winner gets through. But obviously, if that happens again, especially in the grand finals tournament in January, that could be the difference between getting a massive prize and a small prize. So does need to work out. I'm not sure exactly what caused that. Can you remember what caused his second place finishes? Or were the opponents just quite good?
I think the opponents were just quite good.
Okay, but I guess on that sort of day, you just gotta, if you're Storm, you just gotta rely on the opponents. I don't know, just getting too greedy or just like you gotta capitalize on every mistake. You can't be messing about and can't be like just chilling too much.
100%. You know, you got to go back to your fundamentals a bit. You know, try not to overextend too much with the mechanics and try to force mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, Storm's a very, very mechanical player, but it's sort of, you know, maybe the times when he's not on the ball or trying to do different game sense things in his matches that might help him out.
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't say everyone is mechanical in this tournament. There's certainly a lot of players that we've seen before. I can say Assassin, he's good at his game sense. Kizzy's good at his game sense in terms of saving. Assassin's good in terms of capitalizing. And yeah, even Turtles, I would say. We've seen a few double taps from him, but I wouldn't say that. I'd say obviously some players like Orkan and Flo, and I think Cairo did play before. Some of them are mechanical, but obviously game sense can certainly get through there a lot of the time. A lot of people think that, if you can triple flip reset, it's instant forfeit for the other team. It's certainly not the case.
No, definitely not. You know, and if you've good enough defense, you know, a lot of those times, unless you're playing against, you know, top level players, you know, a lot of the times, even if they get those flip resets and those shots, the shots are still quite savable.
Of course. And yeah, saves is a very underrated thing. I would say demos and bumps as well. So especially if you go into these tournaments and you need a word of advice, so get those bumps and just give no space to those high level players from experience and just from what I've seen as well, especially when you're not giving any space to those high ranked players, letting them go for God knows what, for going for like ceiling shots and flip resets. When you're preventing them from doing that, it can obviously trigger some more sort of anger, and when you're more angry, you're more likely to not play as well. And I guess that's a tactic that especially lower ranked players could utilize.
Yeah, and we have a big claim from Swingling in the chat saying spectate his games because he's not going to lose any.
Oh, well, that's a very wild statement. I mean,
Very strong claim.
thing is, we don't quite know if he's trolling or if he's baiting us or if he's being legit. I mean, who knows? But the question is, obviously, we want to make sure that it is evenly distributed in terms of who we watch. But obviously grand finals, if you make grand finals, you are guaranteed to be on the screen. But we have got 2 minutes left, 120 seconds until we get into this tournament. Last chance, guys, make sure you do join that tournament. In case you're not sure already, make sure to share it out to your friends and we might just show you on the screen one more time. You do go to play, you do go to tournaments, you do go to custom at the top of the screen there, you do go to find tournament. It is all in game, so no password. You do go to Showdown Live. It is under 1v1, so there's no teammates. And of course, you do find it there. How many teams have we got there? I can't quite see that.
We've got 21 teams so far.
Oh, seeing so we're missing a few key components in this tournament. We have certainly got a fair caliber worth of players today. I'm looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to it?
Very much so. And I believe Swingling is Flo. I'm not too sure though. I remember seeing that name last week. It might be.
He might be in his winter arc, guys. He might be sort of playing it low. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to hype himself up too much. So, or it could just be.
Oh no, it's not. It's not somebody else.
Oh, it's not him. Oh.
Swingling is Charlie.
Oh, I think I know who Charlie is. There's a Charlie that competes on my stream because I obviously can do tournaments myself. And yeah, Charlie is. I can't remember exactly how good he is, but he's certainly one not to sleep on. That's. Mission knows, yeah. Mission, apparently I know, guys. So I'm assuming it is the person that I'm talking about. But yeah, we are about to get into the tournament in literally seconds now. So make sure you get up, get loud, because it is game day. And we've got plenty more matches, I should say, for you to be watching or competing in.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I'm really looking forward to getting into these games. We should have quite a big range of players. I mean, 21 teams when we last checked was quite a lot.
I mean, that's not in round of 16. If we're going, because that'll be up to 32 bracket, which means it'll go from round to 32 down to round of 16, down to quarterfinals, semi-finals. So we're looking like 5 or 6 matches at least we're going to be watching today.
That's very exciting. We're looking forward to getting into it, and we should be getting into it in just 1 second as the tournament has just gone live.
I can't wait for it. We're watching round 1, so obviously we're not going to be doing any bias. We're just going to find a match and we are just going to watch it. But obviously we're going to try and watch the contenders for you guys. We'll just see who's in the bracket.
We do have RRX in that bracket there. So he has made it into the tournament. I might say the favorite to win this qualifier.
I mean, okay, let's not sleep on the other players
I'd say off the players that we know of in the tournament, possibly the favorite to win the entire event.
But saying that, we are into our first game, and I can't exactly see who these players are.
We have Mad Walrus versus RX. Now this isn't our RX, this is a different RX.
Some could say it's a VTech version of our RX, but obviously we're not going to denote his performance.
Maybe a fan, one might say.
I mean, who knows? I mean, he's a top 100 supposedly in Rocket League, so I wouldn't be surprised. But that is RX's first goal there. Although not first, third goal. Can't keep up with him.
Yeah, RX really seeming to take control of this match early on, you know, not even just over 30 seconds in and he's got a 3-goal lead, you know.
And what's that car he's rocking now? That's like a new car, doesn't it?
That looks like the Dodge Hellcat.
Ooh.
Very nice car.
I bet a car enthusiast yourself.
I am a big car enthusiast.
But he is controlling the ball here. What a save there. Just playing it very risky there.
Of course. You know, I'm not sure if anybody's told Mad Walrus he can jump, but, you know, we're looking to see hopefully some mechanics out of him. But, you know, RX is looking very, very decisive on the ball here. It's looking like it might be another open net, and it is.
It's good to be straight in then. 4-0 now. And Mr. Blue Team cannot quite get the momentum right now. There is still time. 3 minutes 53 left to be exact. But of course, I believe it is first to 7 goals. So obviously, if you are Mr. Blue Team, you will not want to be wasting any time here. You want to find every opportunity you can.
100%, 100%. And that is a forfeit.
Oh.
First game will go to RX. That is...
And I don't think that the opponent really saw much opportunity for himself there. But so obviously RX does get the first game. We will be looking at another game just in a couple of moments. We are getting right into there. Don't you worry, guys. We've got plenty of action for all of you today. We're currently watching in round 1 or round 2, I believe. Just around there. After round 2, it'll be round of 16. And then after that, it'll be quarterfinals and so on, so on. And then obviously the inaugural grand finals of tonight. We are into the next game. Let's get into it. And who do you think is going to win?
Mull is actually one of my players as well.
Oh,
I think you know, we can expect to see some very high-level mechanics out of him. You know, in our friendship group, he's been nicknamed Henkovic.
really? Well,
Yes.
Henkovic is more of a freestyler, isn't he?
He
So
is.
we might be looking for some sort of flip resets or some ceiling shots or potentially. But obviously, that is a 4th goal there from Mo.
Yeah, Mull really taking control, it looks like, you know. 4-1 at 3 minutes and 30, you know, it seems like he's got a lot of control here. And he gets that kickoff goal, and it's just, he seems to be demonstrating quite a control masterclass here against Cocky here.
And straight into the centre of the ball there. Flips right into the centre of the ball. And what an angle there as well. Waste no opportunity. And that is something you really need to doing, especially around the champ to GC sort of ranks in 1v1. That is certainly going to pay off. But that is a kickoff win here for, I believe, Mull again.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's going for another flick here. Might be able to get a flick. Goes for a 45, selects it right into that left corner. Not much there that the blue team can do.
Top left corner. You know, it doesn't get much better than that. He catches a defender on 0 boost and slots it by him absolutely perfectly. That is fabulous. Wow. Well played, Mull, with that first round victory.
And I have to say, we're having very quick matches today, aren't we?
We are, for the first rounds.
Yeah, it seems like there's a few sort of forfeits here and there, but obviously, as we progress through these rounds, I do believe that it will become a lot more closer and a lot more intense. That's what tournament's all about, really. The further it goes, the more intense and more exciting it gets. I believe we got about 28 teams. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's already some players into the quarter-finals. So we are very much swiftly moving into these tournaments.
Yes, we are. We're moving through very quickly. You know, the first rounds are going by very quickly. You know, we've got some good players really showing their dominance already. And it's exciting to see, you know, who's going to go forward. And, you know, hopefully these games are going to be a bit longer as we start getting through them.
And I do believe we are about to get into the next quarterfinals match. We are getting in there. Actually, I believe this is round of 16. So obviously, whoever does win this will go into the quarterfinals. It is the next match. Mull, we're watching again. And
taking on RL Master. Interesting matchup here, you know. We got 30 seconds in and no goals, seeming to be already a much more even matchup.
And we have to wait and see about this, because he does get the demo there, and the first goal, potentially, he does get it, and does capitalise off the demo, and steers it right in there. That's what you really need to be doing. Conserves the boost in good fashion, and Mull with a prominent start.
Yeah, very strong start from Mull. It's exactly what we like to see. You know, those demo plays, they're very critical in ones. You know, it allows you to create pressure, control the boost, you know, get time on the ball. You know, very key essential element.
It does look like RL Master sort of trying to control it there, but Mull's not having any of it. And Mull is certainly getting a lot of these hard challenges here, but RL Master almost punishes him for that, but might go for another touch here. Tries to go the whole way, but it is saved out by Mull. And now Mull will be going for another shot here. He's got all the boost. Can he get past? He does go for a low 50 there. Might be bringing it on the wall here. He has got boost. He might be on the wall here. He might go for an air dribble. It does look like he's going for an air dribble. Can he go the whole way again? No, he can't. And RL Master back in defense. Now RL Master's got full possession. Might be going the whole way. And what a save there. Off the bar, but can't Can't recover.
Yeah, honestly, it seems like it was a bit of a mistouch there off of that pre-jump there, which unfortunately just the bounce off the post goes straight to RL Master for the easy touch and finish.
And 1-1 here. 1 minute and 5 seconds in, and it's certainly quite the close match so far. But it does seem like Mole does get the kickoff. This is something we've seen a lot so far. He does like to get these kickoff wins, playing a few mind games, it does look like, with this opponent right now. Does not seem to be going straight into it as much as he was at the start, but that is another shot for RL, and RL might have just overcommitted a bit too much there. It is going to be a goal, used too much boost, and ultimately got punished.
Yeah, it's certainly something we could commentate on seeing from RL Master. In the first opening stages of this game, we are seeing him overcommit quite a bit, and he really will need to reel that in, because knowing from experience Mole as a player is he likes to make his opponents make mistakes. He likes to wait for those mistakes and capitalize on those open nets. He's a very smart player.
So obviously RL Master might be looking for a more defensive approach, depending on if he wants to adapt to his opponent, from what we can see. But obviously Mole coming again here, and RL is in. Wow. He is in the net. He is positioned all right, but a little bit awkward there, and Mole does find an angle which RL Master just could not cover in that situation.
It's honestly a perfectly placed shot there. He placed it right behind him. You know, that's probably the most difficult spot to get to if you're a defender there. That's very well played.
And 3-1 now, and Mole looking again here. Mole does seem to have a lot of control after the kickoffs. It does, not just in this match, in multiple matches, but he does get another 50 there. Does go in the way of RL, but it does seem like RL Master is using his boost a lot more than Mole. Mole does seem to be conserving it a lot more. He is showing that control, which RL Master is not. But obviously this could be another goal, and it is going to be another goal.
Very well played from Mole. Yes, he's doing a very good job at controlling his own boost, but not only his own boost, all of the boost on the pitch. You know, he's starving RL Master of these boosts, which is opening up this space and opportunities for him to score goals.
And it is 4-1 now, just over halfway of the game. And finally, RL Master does get a kickoff win here. The question is, what can he do with it? He is controlling it, but again, Mole is there, and Mole might have just capitalized again. In fact, he doesn't even need to do anything. It's just straight in. And RL Master just using too much boost here. He's thinking, I don't want to give any space, but obviously in that sort of mindset, he's going to end up overcommitting, potentially, if you're not doing it correctly. And obviously Mole does capitalize.
Yep, 100%. And RL Master with a very dominant kickoff there. Well, that would just be a goal for him, but Mole's back. You know, it's a very good read on the game there to not go for that boost and to just get back to net and make that easy save.
Ball over boost, very smart thing to do. And it does seem like Mole, his recoveries are just sublime and second to none, really. He is just, honestly, he knows what's up. And a lovely little cut there.
Sends him to the shops. Sends him to the shops.
Let's not give too much disrespect on RL Master here. He's certainly still got time. 1 minute and 59 seconds left, I believe. But obviously, he will need to turn up in those defensive stances. And obviously, not be given any space in the process as well. It does seem like RL Master, he's being pressured once again. He's trying to lure Mole back in. But is Mole gonna... No, Mole is not going to fall for it. In fact, he went for a bump, but he just took back possession straight away.
Yeah, no, that's a smart thing to do there. You know, it's risky, but, you know, going for the bump there can open that up, and it did. It gave him the opportunity to take the ball back, get boost, and then really show off his mechanics.
It does seem 6-1 here, so Mole is one game away, but one goal away, but... does seem like RL Master is not letting it happen as easily as we thought. He did deny the Brazil. We got a thing positive here. And he does get a goal. He does capitalize on Mole's overcommit, I'm pretty sure. And it is 6-2.
He does. And he just caught Mole out of position there. You know, Mole's got to remember to not get complacent now that he's got the lead. He's got the space. He just has to let the time run down. You know, This isn't necessarily ranked where you want to BM your opponents. You just want to see the series out. We see RL Master going for a Cucks here pinch.
Did not quite work in the way which he desired, but Mole, again, this is something that RL Master's doing good here. He's not letting Mole go for those mechanical on the water edge of all sort of shots, because when players start doing that, they get a lot more confident. But obviously, Mole will get the win here, but at least RL Master did make his mark.
Yeah, and this is a beautiful play from here. Show him something and then do something else. That's exactly what you want to do. He lured him in, and then the last second hit it around him. Very, very well played from Mole. Very well played.
And Mole, we've been watching a lot of him. Hopefully we'll be able to see some other matches, because we want to see as many people as we can in this tournament. We've got, I think, almost 30 people in this tournament, guys.
Yes.
And we are down to, I believe, the quarterfinals or possibly even the semi-finals. We will just double check on the bracket for you guys in just a moment.
And I believe we have Storm and RRX in this tournament.
Hang on a minute.
It'd be good to...
Hang on a minute, I thought Storm said that he could not. Storm, with the Uno reverse card, has just come out of nowhere, and apparently he's in. He told me, oh, I can't make it, all this. But apparently, he's having me on, guys, and he's here to dominate and potentially get this first tournament win.
Yes, well, this should be a very interesting matchup here. Nonchalant versus RRX. Wow.
And Nonchalant, I believe this could be Charlie, so... It is essentially one of your players versus one of my players.
Yes, and RRX looks to be down, actually, a goal. You know, Nonchalant
Wow.
GC2 may be lying that he's a GC2.
We do apologize for missing almost all of this game, but it does seem like Nonchalant gets a goal back, and maybe RRX not quite warmed up, because from what I know, I don't remember Mr. Nonchalant being this sort of caliber.
No, you know, maybe RRX has just got on. Maybe he's a bit cold, but, you know, he does have 40 seconds and he does have the experience. Let's see if he can bring this back.
I mean, from what I've heard, rank isn't everything, of course, but I've heard that RX is like SSL level. But I've heard also that Charlie is only about GC1, GC2 level. But it does get a goal back here, but still, RX is on the brink of elimination.
He is, he is. And you know what? 30 seconds and 1 goal in it. This is a very close series. You know, we didn't get to see the first half of this game, but I imagine it was quite exciting.
Of course, but Nonchalant, I believe it is his debut today. That being said, RX does get the kickoff win here. What can he do with it? He's trying to control it a little bit, but Nonchalant not having any of it, literally playing quite nonchalant here, but will get a goal here, and 6-6, and capitalizes off the corner, makes Nonchalant awkward here. He tries to get a clearance, but he catches it in good fashion, conserves his boost, and he makes everything useful.
Using the wall dashes there on low boost, you know, that is what separates the top ranked players, is being able to have that offensive push and use things like wall dashes on low boost to get those goals and get those wins.
Ooh, and I might have just jinxed myself there, because obviously I was saying how Charlie might have a chance here, but RX almost just, he came from 6-4 down to almost getting a 7th. And this could be a 0-second goal. Hang on a minute. He's got the reset.
Oh.
But no. Ladies and gentlemen, we have overtime.
Overtime. Next goal wins. 6 in it. You know, it seems like a bit of a kickoff win there for Nonchalant, but will RRX be back? He is with all the boost.
And he's on the wall here. He's trying to control it. Could not keep control, unfortunately. It will go back to Nonchalant. But actually saying that, RX keep in possession. He is low boost here. He's playing quite risky. He has got 400 boost once again. He might be going for a bit of a fake here. In fact, he does not. He cuts right in. He's played safe, and he capitalizes and gets the win.
Wow, wow, wow. Very well played from RRX. They're really turning it up. It seems to be, as soon as we joined, he turned it up. What was that? 3 goal. He was down 2 and then scores the extra 1 in overtime.
And certainly that is, I mean, I wouldn't say it's an upset win, but in terms of that margin of win right then, it was 32 seconds left. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, of course, 6-4 up, but he ended up losing it. 7-4 down. That's the thing about 1v1. You can be up a massive surplus of goals, but anything can happen. That's why you got to focus. You got to keep whatever tactics you have, whether playing defensive or aggressive. Yeah, and you can't sleep on any wins. Anything can happen. It's very, very volatile.
Yeah, 100%. And a very big upset here we're seeing is that Mole is down 4-1. And, you know, we've seen so much control and dominance from him previously.
Wait, is that Mr. Aigata? Because if it is, that is actually Charlie. So I've just been calling nonchalant someone else.
Yes.
So there's a lot of these players seem to have multiple names. So I do apologize for that, guys. We sometimes do get things a little bit mixed up, but I do promise you that Aigata is definitely Charlie. He's our debutant today, and he is 5-1 up now. And what an excellent debut for him so far.
100%. You know, Mull is getting absolutely walked around here. He needs to find a bit of ground here and find it fast. Gator has only got 2 goals left before he takes this match, and with 2 minutes left, there needs to be a big momentum shift if we want to see an upset.
And although I did say that Aigata, or Aigata, however you want to say it, is, I wouldn't say he's the highest rank. I think he's like GC1, GC2 from what I know. But he could be higher, who knows? But he is. We do know him from his mechanics. The question is, can he show them today? He might be going for a reset here. Might go for a musty. Does get the musty. A straight pass. Was it the pogo?
It was the pogo. Yeah, he got the plan B pogo.
Hang on a minute. Did he?
Yes.
Oh, wow. He did straight over the opponent. I thought he got a musty there. He's just so cool with it. It's just impossible to keep up with him.
He's just sent Mull to the shops with that touch. Very well played. Very, very well played.
And Charlie, one of mine, myself. Obviously, we're not biased here, guys, but Mull's one of yours. Charlie's one of mine. But it does seem like Mull has potentially given up there. I'm not entirely sure if he has given up or if Charlie is trolling. But that will be a Brazil, and that will be the end of this match.
The end of Mull's run. Very well played, Mull. Very well played.
But a good match there, regardless. We didn't see a lot, but we did certainly see Charlie or Aigata on his debut, and certainly did show what he's capable of. The question is, will he be able to do it in the next match? We will just be getting to the next match right about
now. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I wonder who we're going to be seeing there.
And I believe we are into the semi-finals. We've got one more match of the quarterfinals left, and we've got one match of the semi-finals that is due to be played in just a few moments. But if we do want to watch that quarterfinals match, I can't exactly see who it is, I believe.
Oh, that's the match that's just concluded.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I believe the match on the other side of the bracket should have started, though, if we want to go ahead and join that.
So the other side of the bracket, there is 2 sides of the bracket. For anyone who does not know, there was about 20 or 30 teams that did join this tournament. We're down to 4 teams now. Both teams are in the semi-final. The teams who are in the semi-final are auto-qualified to the main event, unless they have qualified already. In that case, we will be giving out quarterfinal places. We will have to little look after this tournament just to ensure who is qualified. But we do have Aigata versus Storm now, 2 of my own. And Aigata gets his 2nd goal of this game.
Wow. Storm coming in, someone who wasn't supposed to be in this tournament and the finalist from every tournament we have done so far.
And obviously, if Storm does lose this could be a big upset for him. As, yeah, he is literally known for being Mr. Number 2 of these tournaments. Looking for number 1 today, but before he even thinks about that, he's going to have to get through Aigata, because obviously he's 2-0 up right now. But Storm getting a lovely challenge in there. But he's playing a bit risky there. Charlie trying to get him to overcommit a little bit, but Storm's not have any of it, and Storm does find his first.
Yeah, Storm finding a bit of momentum at that 30-second mark. He is still 1 goal down, but, in 1v1s, that is absolutely no ground at all. It is absolutely no cushion whatsoever. But momentum now in Storm's favor. Let's see how he carries on from this kickoff.
I feel like, from what we've seen, I do feel like Aigata does have the momentum from what we know. But obviously Storm, we know what he's capable of as well. It's just which player can perform on the day. But that being said, Storm might be going for a flick here. Does convert the flick, but Mr. Charlie or Aigata is there again. Storm trying not to give any space for Charlie here. He is showing him that he's not here to mess about and give him chances and play for free, really. But obviously, he is going to go for another flick there, and that is going to be a 3rd for him, straight over him, and good finish.
Yeah, maybe just a slight unnecessary dive there on on the defense from Storm, but
Yeah.
iGator getting the read with that instant flick. You know, iGator's coming out here and he's showing a lot of game sense, a lot of game awareness and positioning and where he needs to be and how to control the game.
Potentially a few fate challenges need to be implemented on the Storm side, as he is certainly, as you said before, he is diving a few times. He is trying to get aggressive, which can be good in some ways, but has not worked in his favor so far. But he might be trying to control again. He's went for a low 50, but what a recovery there from Mr. Charlie himself. Might be trying to go over again. Might go for a low 50. There's a lot of 50s present in this match so far, but almost an own goal there. Does go wide, and now Storm might be going for another shot. Can he get back in time? He can't, but did go wide.
Yeah, he just pushed that just all beyond the post, you know. Placing that on net, I think that would have been a goal, but, you know, just off. But he's got the control, he's got the flick, and he puts it top left corner.
Oh, and what a flick from you, Mr. Storm. We know what you're up to, and obviously wasn't even meant to be here, but he's showing he was meant to be here. And with an absolute sniping goal explosion there, we love to see it.
Yeah, you can definitely never write off a player like Storm. You know, that was just an excellent finish.
Oh, the kickoff win there. It's on target potentially. He can obviously get back in time, but Storm certainly getting very scary in some of those kickoffs.
Yeah, but now he's got the possession and the boost, and this is a dangerous place to leave Storm with his mechanics. You know, he takes it off the back corner. He gets the reset. He goes for the musty. He gets it. Just saved.
And Storm starting to lighten up a little bit, starting to kindle some of them mechanical plays. But that being said, Charlie also lighting up with some of those low 50s. But Storm, again, not having any of it. He is one goal down right now, so he can't be messing about. Does get a reset. Might go for it. He goes for a bit of a fake there. Tries to go for the pogo, but regardless, got in his mind, got in his head, I should say, and it did work in a good way.
Yeah, 100% faking the reset there to make even more space. You know, it really, really puts iGator in a tough situation. He can't be letting Storm have space. Storm is very mechanical. He's unbelievably mechanical and so much control when he gets that space and that possession and that boost. You know, iGator's really got to limit his ability to do that.
And it does seem like Storm has been going for a lot of bumps in this tournament so far. And
wow,
Charlie could not get one back. Storm, he's certainly tightening up now. He's not giving as many opportunities as he was at the start. He knows that his tournament life is on the line right now. And obviously we know his caliber is very high, and he's getting so many bumps and demos right now, showing that physicality really, and might even go for a reset here. Goes for a reset, but could not quite go under this time, but he's trying to keep possession. But now Charlie's coming back, and Charlie, he's seen Storm's tactic here with all these bumps and demos. He's trying to emulate it, but another reset again, but he is there in time.
Yeah, you know, Storm is starting to look a lot sharper. He's taking a lot more control. He's getting the boosts. He's making the space for himself to use those mechanics of his. You know, it's seeming like a much more of a battle of attrition now rather than iGator sort of walking through. Looking like an open net for Storm, and it will be.
Oh, and Storm's played it smart there. He's made Charlie overcommit there. Charlie's got a little bit too confident. He's thought, you know what, I'm not in the worst position here. I'm tied up. I've got 1 minute 50 left. But obviously Storm's meant, since about the 3 minute, I would say, he's certainly been showing that he's not here to mess about. And sometimes we do see Storm, he takes a bit of a lay-back approach, but he's certainly not showing that now. He does get another save here. I don't know exactly how many saves and bumps, but we've seen an incredible amount so far.
Yeah, a comment from Kizzy in the chat saying, I think Storm plays with his opponents and then goes elite. It is certainly looking that way, Kizzy. Those mechanics are really starting to come out.
Oh, and what a save there. And I must say again, guys, for anyone who has been eliminated or wants to have another chance, we have got this tournament same time next week, so make sure you are joining that, especially if you did not qualify this time. But that was a reset by Storm here. Might go the whole way, but again, Charlie's coming back now. Charlie is in the deficit, though. He will need to look for a goal. And he is not out of the woods yet. Well, Storm isn't either, but Storm going for a lot of mechanical plays here. He keeps going at him and going at him.
Gets the musty off like the sort of Arsenal reset there. Wow.
Could not finish.
He is causing a mechanical, relentless assault is what you could describe this as. Charlie really needing to find some space and boost. You know, Storm is being very oppressive with it. He does get the boost, though. And space, he takes a shot.
Oh, and what a shot there. And it's all tied up. And not entirely sure what Storm was doing there. He went for the boost. And I believe he did. Did he go for it? Yeah, he went for a little bit of a dive there. Does seem like whenever Storm does go for those dives, it does not quite go in his way. But all tied up now. Let us know in the chat who you think is going to get this final goal. The next goal could literally be the winner and the nail in the coffin for this grand finals.
100%. You know, this game's looking like it could go either way. You know, iGator's patience was rewarded there. He does get the boost and space and control where he looks very dangerous.
Hang on a minute. Oh!
Oh my goodness.
This could be an upset here. 9 seconds left, I'm pretty sure. And this could be it for Storm. He's going to have to find something incredible to get out of this one. But he's made second place every time. Can he do it now? Charlie, iGator, 5-4 up. Storms, he's gone for a bit of a fake kickoff there. It's going to be 0 seconds. Can he keep it up? Ball finishes. Game finishes when it touches the ground. Can it touch the ground? He's going to keep it up. He's still keeping it up.
Charlie trying to kill it. Storm does have the boost here. He gets the flick around, but he can't keep it up.
And Storm, the upset. Charlie, with the debut, gets the win. And he is into the grand finals.
Wow, what a series. What a series. That was just absolutely neck and neck the entire series. Unbelievably well played from both players there.
My days. Well, the good thing for Storm is that it doesn't matter too much for him as he is qualified into the main event. But obviously, he did lose his streak of getting second place consecutively.
Yeah.
But who knows for the main event, he could just clutch up and look like BDS. You know, in BDS when they played a couple of years ago, when they literally were winning all the regionals, got to the London Major, and they literally came last in the Major.
Yeah.
Literally came last. They lost against some OCE teams, which is like Platts, pretty much. But, no, I'm joking. But they went back to the World Championship, and they won the World Championship. So anything can happen in Rocket League. It's very volatile, and obviously, he's still got more chances.
100%. And now, well, we're going to see iGator take on RRX in the grand finals, best of 3.
2 debuists today, guys. And it is going to be iGator versus RRX. It is a best of 3. Obviously, the playoff rounds was best of 1, but we've got best of 3 now. So whichever team has to win 2 games, not just 1 game. Does seem like RRX with the first goal in 19 seconds and did get barred down.
Yes, 100%. And RRX being potentially one of the favorites to win the entire event here, taking on debutant iGator. You know, we've seen an early goal lead from RRX, but let's see what he does next.
And he is controlling it here. Gets the reset. Does get a little bit of a pop there, but iGator is in there in time. Now iGator full 100 boost, I'm pretty sure. Might get a free shot there. It's going to be straight in and catches him with his trousers down. And 38 seconds into this game. And a very simple goal there, but certainly did work in good fashion.
100%, and iGator's going to have his work cut out from here because RRX did in fact win the NSC Pringles 1v1 Rocket League Cup. He came first place, and there were some very tough opponents in there, so it's definitely not going to be an easy run for iGator, but I'm certainly not saying it's impossible.
So both these players have qualified into the main event despite this result here, but obviously the winner will be very likely seeded into that first place or in the high upper bracket, meaning that they will be playing the lower bracket teams. So especially winning these tournaments can still be a big bonus for these teams in the qualifier tournaments.
Yeah. We're seeing RRX on low boost here. He does take possession, but iGator is back. RRX taking his corner boost, and now iGator has possession with not much boost, though. It's an overcommit.
And that's a very smart play there by RRX. He actually did get the goal there. Did play a little bit too comfortable there. I think he thought he had a bit more time than he actually did, or maybe he just did not connect the musty as well as he did. But it does seem like RX going for those low 50s, and that's a way that obviously you can make people overcommit, and he's showing that he is certainly very experienced in that department.
100%. You know, we're seeing a lot of control, but I'm looking forward to see how iGator starts to adapt to RX's playstyle. Wow, RX with the flip reset off the corner. He doesn't quite get the finish, but...
And by the way, guys, this is very high caliber gameplay you're watching right now. So especially if you're low rank, make sure to take some notes off these guys. Obviously, they might be hitting some insane shots, like some double flip resets. That's not capable for everyone. But what you can certainly do is make sure those positions and those game sense plays are intact, because both these players are still very capable of that. And obviously, a very good challenge there, giving no space whatsoever. Mr. RX showing why he has made these grand finals.
Yeah, yep, 100%. You know, both players are looking very good here, but RX seems to be that slightly more decisive with that flip reset.
Oh, and he's back post there perfectly, and that's a position you want to be. But it does seem like RX is he has recovered, but he hasn't got it in off the line. And Charlie there, a bit of a risky play, did go for 400 boost. Potentially did not think that RX would get it. I mean, obviously did not get it, but that being said, he might go for another shot here. Tries to go the whole way, gets the reset.
Wow.
And gets so much mustard off that reset, but obviously off the bar, and did not finish there again. But now, RX coming back, straight back with it. Might go for a 50, but Charlie now tighten up in defense and does not want to let in many more goals if he does want to be in the chance of winning this first game.
Yeah, it's one thing you'll notice about RX is he's an absolute demon at going for the ball. When he has no boost and you think he's going to turn away, he just stays on it.
Oh, and what a cut play here. It does seem like RX does not like to give space.
Not at all.
He sees the ball, he goes for the ball, and he scores from the ball. So, yeah, Charlie, you've got to be aware of him because he's not here to mess about.
Yeah, and in the past, RX has achieved top 50 in 1v1s at some stage.
Oh, and that's going to be a straight forfeit, it looks like. 4-1 in this first game. It is a best of 3, of course, but a bit unexpected there. But we are just going to be getting into the second game in just a few moments. Just having a quick break, just for a few seconds while we do have a quick breather, quick timeout potentially.
Quick timeout potentially, yes. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies, it seems we're having a bit of technical difficulties, but we're back into the grand finals in just a second here.
And we are right here, guys. We're getting up. Get loud. It is game 2. If RX does win this game, he will win the entire tournament. And Igata does need to get a game back in order to have a chance of winning this. But he does go for a reset there. Could not quite connect. But it does seem like Charlie is AFK right now.
His mental might have just been slightly corrupted there.
And I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. I'm not sure if there's a disconnect or not. You might have to look in the chat. He went for dinner, apparently. Oh, bit of an unfortunate run. I don't know why he's exactly gone to dinner straight in the middle of a match. But potentially we might be able to get a rematch, as it does seem like he is, unless there's a forfeit, of course. We'll have to wait and see. Does RX want to rematch? Because technically, it will be a free forfeit. Actually, no, saying that,
he is back.
He's straight back into it. He's had his dinner in like 2 seconds, apparently, guys. This guy is a competitive eater, but he also does look like a competitive scorer, as he almost scored that. But yeah, apologies for whatever I just said there, guys. We're right back into it, and hopefully we do see a load of goals here. Does go for a low 50, almost, but does seem like Igata has capitalized on it. And it does seem like Mr. RX got a little bit too comfortable there.
Yeah. Just slightly a little bit too comfortable. Maybe that free playing for that first 30 seconds, you know?
And he had to grab his food, guys. He did not eat all his food, so he's not quite a competitive eater. But what he has done is he's a very swift guy who likes to get into these grand final matches and potentially get some goals. Well, he has got some goals, but get some wins as well. It does look like he gets a goal back. And now Igata pushed to the wall.
Yeah, we're seeing an instant response there from RX, realizing that Igata was going to go for that mid boost. and capitalizing.
And we're getting a few questions in the chat. What is Igata having for dinner, guys? We may never know, but hopefully after a goal, he might be able to let you guys know. We'll have to wait and see. What's your prediction on dinner? I know it's a bit off topic, but I'm going to say some pizza potentially.
I reckon it's Mackey's.
Okay, but like what from Mackey's? Some selects or something?
Well, I think we need to figure out where the food is from first before we start making assumptions on what kind of food it is.
Okay.
Well, I suppose we'll figure it out first. So we've got one vote for pizza. We've got one on Mackey's. Do we have any more votes in the chat on what he is having for dinner?
Indeed. But another thing I should say is that if Charlie or Igata does get this win, whatever he's eating, guys, you should be eating that for dinner tonight because obviously that'll be making him win. But 1-1 right now. Whatever he is eating is keeping him up with an SSL. This is very high caliber gameplay, by the way, guys. So it's something not to miss out on. But obviously, trying to go the whole way there. Might be able to get another 50. Does get a 50, but RX conserving his boost. Now, Igata is low boost, trying to get over him a little bit. And now Igata is going to have to get back in time. And RX, like a shark in deep waters, trying to get a few demos here and there. And what a save again by Charlie. And he is not giving up anytime soon.
Yeah, 100%. You know, we're seeing a lot of back and forth, and he does get through.
Oh, and Igata seems like whatever food he's eating certainly got him another goal. So if Igata, you would like to share what you're having for dinner tonight, that would be much appreciated. But obviously, if it is gonna affect your concentration, then please do wait a bit.
Yes, 100%. You know, focus on the gameplay first. Focus on trying to get this victory. And you know, you're up a goal. You got to focus.
Oh, and maybe he's having his dinner in that moment. There's RX straight over him, and no one back post, unfortunately. But very, very promising control there from RX, and that could just be a goal, which does contribute to a win here.
Yeah, 100%. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Oh, he's being vague.
Okay, so we may never know, guys, especially if he does win this tournament. He could be having he could be having a legal substance potentially. Who knows? But hopefully it is a legal substance. But he is getting a third goal there. So we might have to question. We're not going to question yet, but whatever he's having for dinner, he's certainly getting in the goals now.
It's certainly seeming that way. Yes, he does get that. He does get that goal to put RX on the back foot.
And some people are saying that he might be having something spicy here, potentially. I don't know. Do you like spicy food, Krill?
I do. I love spicy food. I've grown up eating spicy food.
The thing is, I like it, but I find whenever I have it, it always closes my throat up. But also does seem like Mr. RX, he's getting his throat closed up right now as he is potentially choking. 2 goals down and 1 minute 35 left. And we'll need a little, not a miracle, but we'll need some momentum back his way if he does want to get a game back here. But he will not be out if he does lose this game. As Igata, it is a must-win for him.
100%. And you know what? We're seeing a lot of momentum, but one thing we do have to remember here is that in that previous match, RRX, with 2 goals down, with 30 seconds, he managed to close that gap and win in overtime.
Hang on,
so
guys.
Anything is possible.
I do apologise for butting in, but I think we've got a VAR update on a certain player's meal today, and I believe it is under the lines of a Cornish pasty with a cup of cranberry juice. But of course, it's not helping him too much right now as he has conceded another goal, but he is still in the lead, so it should be helping him at least a bit.
Yes, and you know what? We're seeing RRX start to close that gap. He's starting to look dangerous, you know. Igata's got to keep that momentum. He's got to stay alive. This is do or die for him as he is a game down in this series.
1 minute and 4 seconds, I believe, into this game. Charlie, he's looking for the win. He's going on the wall here. He's got 400 boost. He gets a reset. He might be able to go again. Controls it. Goes for the musty, but could not get the mustard on it. And now RX is going to capitalize, but RX controlling it a bit too much there. I don't know exactly what he's done there. Maybe playing it a bit too safe. But Charlie, much easier than he thought. But what a flick there. He's going to control it. He's going to score it. And RX out of nowhere, really. I don't know how he's done that. He's gone straight over the opponent. Charlie could not save that by any means.
Now that was a very difficult save and a very, very good play from RRX there. That is, wow, textbook.
And all tied up now, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know who you think is going to win. Do you think RX is going to get this win straight off the bat? Or do we think that Aigata could come back with a game and force a game 3? But now it might be a flicker. It's going to be another shot. And I don't know how he does it. RX, just the combat merchant this tournament. We saw before 6-4 down to 7-4. And now he's come down from 4-2 down to 5-4 up. He's still got 26 seconds left, I believe. But can Charlie do it?
It's one thing you'll see with RRX. His ability to play with low boost is just astounding. It really takes you off guard because you see him with 20 boost and all of a sudden he's doing a flip reset and there's nothing you can do.
And yeah, he's just utilising every opportunity he can. He knows all the little nitty-gritty bits. It does seem like it has worked in his favour. Unfortunately, that mill did not seem to benefit him too much. Hang on a second.
He's missed a double.
No!
Oh, no.
No! And Charlie almost got potentially the highlight of the tournament there. But the positive is both players are through. But RX, on his debut, gets the win. And both players are through to the main event, at least.
Yes, 100%. Both players have indeed qualified and have put on a wonderful show for everyone here today.
But obviously, RRX is our winner for today. Congratulations to him. He will be playing alongside players like Kizzy, Storm, Orkan. Also, obviously, Mr. Aigata will be as well. Cairo, Flo, Turtles.
His teammate, Flo.
Indeed. So, potentially, guys, 2 teammates playing against each other. That could certainly be a big derby to happen in future. There's one more qualifier happening next week. So if you guys want to be commentated and be in this stream, make sure you guys are joining the in-game tournament. Showdown Live, it will be called. And also, we will just double check on the tournament who did make those. I'm not sure if we'll be able to double check right now, but we will be able to double check in future who did make the 4. But from what we know, we definitely know that RRX and Mr. Aigata did make the main event from today. There's also 2 other spots, but we will get back to you very, very soon about that.
100%. And make sure you go ahead and join our Discord server for updates and news regarding if you've qualified or not, and for information about next week's qualifiers, which will be held on Monday, the same time at 7:30.
Indeed. I can't wait for it, guys. Thank you again for watching. We honestly appreciate you so much for watching. And yeah, last chance next Monday, so you can't be messing about with it. Make sure you guys get into that or watch along, and we'll see you in a bit, guys.
We will see you next week. Thank you so much for stopping by, everyone. Have a wonderful week.